There we go. Good evening. How's everybody feeling out there? All right, ready? Ready for some poetry tonight? Yeah, you are. All right. Thank you for coming out, for supporting poetry this evening. This is the first for us to have an art loop that's in the Collingwood Art Center. That's poetry focused. This is the beginning of something good, right? My name is Jodie McIntyre. I am the Poet Laureate of Lucas County. And Lucas County supports its poets by doing programming like this. And we've got a lot of poets who do different kinds of poetry, and I want you to understand it's a big world with a lot of poetry in it. So part of what we're doing tonight is celebrating poetry in different forms. There are typewriters, there's a poet who will write a poem for you, there are prompts that you can pick, there's a photo booth, you're going to wander around, you're going to check it out, you're going to love it. I wanted to tell you a little bit about this building because there's some history to this building and it's so very interesting. The Collingwood Art Center is actually a registered historical site. As it stands today, it's actually built in stages and has had many uses over the 152 years that it's been standing. The white brick building you see on Collingwood Boulevard is Gerber House. That was built in 1872 by a local merchant who spared no expense in the construction of his dream home. I'm going to skip a little bit of this. And now I'm going to introduce the MC of the evening, one of the finest MCs in Toledo. You might know from the Poetry Soul series, Miss Sara Renée.
Y'all ready for a slam tonight?
Yeah!
I said, is y'all ready for a slam tonight? Y'all ready. So first and foremost, I want to thank all of you guys for coming out. I am Sara Renée. I am the host of the Poetry and Soul session, and this is the band Soulful Collective. Y'all give it up for Soulful event. We're going to have 3 rounds. In between each round, the judges are going to do a process of elimination. So, in each round, the poems must be original poems. Everybody has already submitted their work, so we already did all of that. The second and third round poems must be memorized, and there is a 3-minute time limit. We have 11 poets tonight, so we're going to just jump right into it and get this going. All right. Our first judge is Ray McNeese.
Johnny, and thank you, Michelle, and thank you all for coming out to hear poetry tonight. I was one of the founders of the National Poetry Slam. We were the 4th city in the United States to have a slam in Boston, Massachusetts. I started that with Patricia Smith. Some of you may have heard that name before. Famous slam poet. So I've been at this game for a long time. But one thing before we start I wanted to mention is a little phrase that Alan Wolf, who was a slam guy in Asheville, North Carolina, said. The point is not the points. The point is the poetry.
Yes.
Just bear that in mind. It's kind of weird that we ascribe numerical equivalence for someone's innermost feelings. But yet we do it as a way to kind of popularize poetry. That was the thrust of what we were doing. We weren't doing it through the traditional academic world. We were kind of DIYing it. And so you being here tonight is kind of the fruit of all that labor that the footsteps of many other poets before me paved the way for all of us to be here this evening. So thank you all for coming out.
Thank you again, Mr. Ray McNeese. Our next judge is Rosemary Wilson, a.k.a. One Single Rose.
Okay.
My name is Representative Novasaki. I will be one of your judges tonight.
Alright, so as y'all see, our judges, they know what they talk about. They know what they're looking for. So again, we have 3 rounds. The poets are all chosen by random, so who's performing comes up by random. The first round is 11 poets. The judges will, they'll be judged on a 10-point scale. I will be announcing who will be going to the second round, which will be 8 poets. And then the third round will be 5 poets. We will take a brief intermission in between each round. Johnny is over here. She will be letting you know, poets, when you're getting close to that 3-minute mark. Please don't go over, because I don't want to hear her yell at you.
Okay? Then you'll have 10 seconds after that 3-minute mark. Start losing points after that.
Y'all heard that? So she said after the 10 seconds, she's going to give you...
I'm going to say 3 when you hit 3 minutes.
She's going to say 3 when you hit 3 minutes. After that, you're going to start losing points after the 10-second mark. All right, so the first round of poets have already been selected, so I'm just going to call y'all, and we just going to make it do what it do. So, y'all give it up for the first poet to the stage, Mr. Tremaine Layson, a.k.a. Devon Trey. Give it up for Devon.
Hello. This poem is called Who I Am, Part 1. I was born from complacent duty and an alcoholic dependency, forced out to move with forceps without parental or medical foresight on how it would affect me. It motivated me to see limitation as my enemy. The kin to me would be unknown because I was born to this world and not of it. A singularity. Only defined by self-made in the image of self-made purpose by the Most High. Most of the time, high on hopes, doped up on fantasy to escape an abusive reality. But the stench of misery sin was stuck to me once upon a time. Toxic ties that led me to despair, I didn't care to stay there, so I gave myself to prayer to let my maker bear the burden. Once I did that, I became aware of the joy that life offers. Now, I know who I was. It's time to become who I am. Thank you.
Next to the stage is LaToya Williams. And everybody didn't even do y'all the best part. So these poets are not only slamming for bragging rights to be the top poet in this slam, they are also performing and slamming for 3 cash prizes. The first cash prize is $500. Second place is $300. Third place is $150. Y'all give it up for the arts of it.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I am beauty. I am love. Not perfect, however, pure as doves. You see, I have been damaged, but priceless are not remains. I am stronger than the palm trees that beat against the hurricane. I've been ostracized and criticized, but I refuse to be minimized. Though short in stature, I still stand tall.
All right.
In soul, in deed of love. You see, I refuse to drain myself with worry, defeat, or fear, because I know where my victory lies, and that shelter is always near. I strive to be diligent in all, grateful for all, and a guidance to all, and I am wise. I know that my credit limit is spent. You won't find me walking around here clothed in my red. I am positive, always thriving on the successes of others, never ceasing to encourage my sister work in spite of my own. You see, my view goes beyond the outer shell and what I perceive, I will tell. Because as an advocate for education, I am the strength of children. As a woman of sophistication, I am the glory of men.
Yes.
As a servant of inspiration, I am
the masterpiece of God. I am wanted.
All right. Next we have Timothy Hightower, AKA Liv. Liv. All right, we're gonna keep it moving because we got a show. Jodie Summers.
I can't cry. Yes, I can't cry. I don't have time to linger in one emotion for too long. Happy, sad, upset, reminiscent, or just pure tears of joy. There are so many moving parts, and I fear if I sink too much emotion into one thing, yes, one thing, I'll become lost. So many things depend on me to be this statuesque figure, bound into the minds of everyone I meet. To be that thing, that substance, that inspiration that might be growth inside of you. So I cry inside. Yes, I cry inside, filling up wells of bottomless remorse for people that just try to hold on too long. It's not you. No, it's not you. It's definitely me. See, I never learned how to attach. I've always been bound from one situation to another before my synapses could fully adapt and take heed to the idea that they were real. So I smile. Yes, I smile. Because in that crooked grin, I give you every emotion I wish I could say out loud. My fear, my pain, my love, my loss, my joy, and every emotion that's encapsulated the growth of me and those few pearly whites. So I don't cry in front of people. Yes, I don't cry in front of people. But if you saw my tears, yes, if you saw my tears, you are blessed and cursed. Because those few precious moments of vulnerable insecurity are something I don't show the world. That is the ultimate form of trust I can give. Not lies, jokes, stoic nature, or the ability to connect to all of you, even in just a few moments. But the liquid that drips down my face when the wells overflow, and I just need a moment. Thank you for this moment. In peace.
Again, my name is Joe Sparks, yoga teacher, poet, animal lover, human being. No loss, lose all, or last forever. My poem is titled, Letter to My Son. My dear Joey, I wanted to let you know that I have not forgotten you and your siblings. I just haven't had the energy to write. I know it's been over 2 years since we last saw each other. You didn't have much to say then and looked very sad. I'm sorry you had to see me in the hospital like that. So you know, I'm recovering from another surgery. This time they removed the lymph nodes from under my arm. Until I feel better, I'll be staying with Aunt Mary and Uncle Wes. How do you like the 7th grade? The nuns at the villa tell me you are a B+ student. Remember the first day at kindergarten? You wanted to stay home? You were so upset you hid in the cloakroom. But you ended up liking your teacher because she let you come out when you were ready. She said you were such a good artist. I never wanted you kids to go into the orphanage. I'm so sorry I didn't give you any warning before they took you away. I didn't want to scare you, and the social worker said it was going to be difficult no matter what I did or said. It was the hardest thing I've ever done. I felt like I failed you as a mother. The day you left, I shouldn't have cried like that in front of you. It made it harder on you. I didn't want to let you go. It was the worst day of my life. It was an impossible situation and nothing I could do would change it. Even though you wanted to know what breast cancer was, I should never have shown you the radiation burns on my chest. I just wanted to show you how much pain I was in and why I couldn't take care of the house and you 5 kids. Your dad couldn't take care of you either because of his drinking problem and inability to work. Now he's in a state hospital getting treatment. Many soldiers after the war came home needing lots of help. He never meant to scare you and make you afraid of him. He loves all of us, in spite of how he acts. You and your brother and sister didn't cause any of this to happen. You've got to believe me, we never wanted to let you go. Not for 1 second, ever. We want to be a family. We just can't take care of you right now. Catholic Charities is the only place that would take you and keep you all together. We didn't know what else to do. I hope you didn't forgive us. The doctors are trying their best to get rid of my cancer, and I'm not sure if it's ever going to get better. Promise me, we'll stay together if something happens to me. Watch out for each other, no matter what. I love all of you so very much. Remember, I will always be your mom, and you will always be my son. Love, Mark.
Next we have PTXVI.
Reflections upon a tweet. The word is tweet. I'm good at reading. Reflections upon a tweet which reads, "The way you treat a book shows how you would treat a lover." I've arranged them by their strengths, placed them next to those who are like them, so they never feel lonely. They're arranged as time and zeitgeist and memories of lives before we met. In the office, they're full of theory, dense, heavy workers, the second sex, meeting the universe halfway, the history of sexuality, depression, a public healing, phenomenology of perception, each one their own sacred text. Wolf and Gibson each have their own space in different rooms. I make sure they do not touch. Wolf is stacked under a plush doll of herself, which I'm sure she hates. Gibson, full of holy autographs. Sharpie scratch, thank you, love you. The popular ones are behind the front door, so that they are hidden whenever I am most open. The poets accept too. The spiritual ones are under the TV. I like to choose which to turn on, Christian Murphy or Netflix. I keep my self-help in my nightstand with my purple vibrator. Codependent no more, overcoming shame. So many are still full of questions I beg them to answer. Some I have never held a pen to. Some are waterlogged pages ruffled from when I lost interest. I keep them all. Tokens of everything I've ever held. Moments that were always mine.
Next to the stage, we have Kevin Siebert, better known as Pineapple 16.
Worked a little bit, then I went to play. Had a good dinner, ate thrice today. Getting kind of late. People went to bed. I'm not tired. I'll sleep when I'm dead. Start slowing down, get off track. My belly says to me, I need a midnight snack. Because I'm hungry. I'm ready for some chow mein. I'm hungry. I need food now. I'm hungry. Appetite attack. I'm hungry. I need a midnight snack. Give me that salsa and some chips. What a salty flavor dancing on my lips. Ordered a pizza, they get a little late. I'll eat something else because I have to wait. Because I'm hungry. I'm ready for some chow mein. I'm hungry. I need food now. I'm hungry. Appetite attack. I'm hungry. I need a midnight snack. Working on a project or doing homework. My new best friend is the grocery clerk. The store is open all night to get what I want. Looking for delicious. I'm on the hunt. I grab a bunch of stuff that I really crave, buy it in bulk, then I say, give me cornflakes, give me milkshakes, give me those chocolate frosted cupcakes. I need a sandwich, peanut butter, and jelly. I need food now in my belly. Because I'm hungry. I'm ready for some chow mein. I'm hungry. I need food now. I'm hungry. Appetite attack. I'm hungry. I need a midnight snack. I'm hungry. I need a midnight snack.
Sara Renée.
You guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. This is my first poetry slam. A timeless tale of fate and harmony. Never mind the pain that comes through time. Life is exactly how it's meant to be. Whether we follow our heart or plan. Who knew what road we would travel? Incarnated to follow some path. As we watch it all unravel, we could never lay out a map. Although our destination finds us, we didn't realize when we had arrived. As we continue the hunt, we realize we've been blind. Sorrow, seeping inwards, cherishing the memories, longing to rest in present moments, pining to slow down time's currents. For as the ripples come to end, we finally see all that has been.
All right, next to the stage we have Emmitt Williams.
Metaphysical musings from an analytical dispensation.
Okay.
As my title suggests, this poem is deep, full of allegory, alliteration, and metaphor. No more inane rhyming schemes, no couplets, to no meter to confuse the intricacies of thought processes. Only pure, unadulterated verbiage. So cryptic and vague that even the most analytical minds out there our time
I left to wonder at the meaning of this verse, alluding to thoughts and feelings that even I can decipher only subconsciously, and even then not comprehending them fully. Yes, you say, this poem is deep. I see you mesmerized by the verbiage that spews forth with reckless abandon as it inundates your cerebral cortex. And although deep down inside the realization comes that this poem is not only void of content, but also any intrinsic value. Yet you listen because it's deep. And poets are deep. And aficionados of the spoken word are deep. And mavens of metagalia are deep. And no one knows that every time you hear the word haiku, you want to say kintsugi. Because inner depth cannot be measured, because when you wax intently as the poet recites, feigning a look of sophisticated interest while inwardly thinking, this is bullshit. Lookers on are thinking, he's deep. Never realizing that your thoughts are on what intellectual nonsense you use in an attempt to lure one of these beautiful young ladies here into the inner sanctum of your, or even better, her boudoir. Enthralling her with your depth, possibly injecting a philosophical tidbit from this poem or some other tome of magnitudinal profundity. Yes, this poem is deep. Unlike my normal style of relaying messages through rhyme or in syncopated time, ridiculous lets of rhyme, forgive me, I get sidetracked sometimes. But back to my original dissertation, no longer will I be looked upon as a rhyming anatomist, but acknowledged by my peers as a lyricist extraordinaire. From this day hence, when my poetry is mentioned, the babyface that is your mind will say, he's deep.
Next to the stage, we have AJBLAkX.
Hello. Very excited, very happy to be here. All right, so this piece is called The Infinite Exile. The day your energy met my aura, a frequency was established that goes far beyond the scales. I was enticed. This moment we stole to create an exhale. I took a breath in, and I held it forever as your aura embodied my dreams. I was your servant of pleasure, your loyal contender, your knight with the sword, your fire in the winter, the leaf to your shade, the air in your balloon. You called me the sun, and I called you my moon. This moment in time that we've nurtured so well, one breath is all that is left. This one moment we are away from, this kiss of grandeur, my fantasy of this perfect forever and ever. I exhale. Still, I let you go never. For you are my infinite exhale. Thank you.
There was a few people that I called that didn't come to the stage. I see Liz Hightower. All right, y'all give it up to Liz Hightower.
Her whole entity is divinity, and that's why I give her serenity. Persistently focusing on her mind, body, and soul spiritually, that's Trinity. We both lit. So when we call friction, it's always static electricity. Forget shopping at Tiffany's. I want angels playing 24-karat gold instruments with diamond trimmings upon your arrival for tonight's symphony. No infidelity. Planting my seeds in your garden of love, fertilizing your fertility, calligraphy, poetry, architecturally coordinating, no scribbling. Her imagery would cause infinity to be envious. Join me in a sea of endlessness. I stand firm as you become lost in your submissiveness. All my philosophy goes out the window. You make Achilles want to heal you. The wind's blowing gently your way, but blame it for wanting to feel you. No cosmetics, I want to appreciate the real you. Whoever shattered your heart, I want to help build you. Help when the bills due. Brighten up your day when you feel blue. You give me them butterflies like back in middle school dances. Now we in Houston like Steve Francis. I appreciate a woman that sticks by her man's side while he freelancing. Traveling abroad, being a satellite white shadow in his call, being his peace white battling his flaws. I manifested her before she knew my existence, I imagined it all. She's my galaxy. I was prepared to catch her wherever she fell because who mishandled the stars? Take advantage, see her goods as damaged. If she was out of your space and in the mind, she wouldn't manage to fall. I hold her in place, I show her my strength, I show her she's safe. Currently not putting her after the currency, I trust her, so I show her to say, when you got a goddess, you got to show her your faith and make sure that you're good. Don't just promise her heaven until she opened her gates. Eve might have deceived Adam, but you're the apple of my eye, the natural on my side, the castle I made out of sand when I had an adolescent mind. Like fluorescent you shine, but destined to die. A message of mine, precious in all the others, angelically aligned with the divine, magnetically combined with the most high. For all those who don't believe, so I tell them to their face, the devil's a lie. He said, a man is supposed to match a female energy. Well, poetry is art that brings out the feminine side while still being masculine. I'm ready to go to war about you like to be my enemy. Watch our synergy rise. Had that type of love that people don't find even in the centuries time, that Roman love. And you know that 8th century time, be gangster when it's called for. At the same time, open a car door for you just to show my shifting side. Not dead, the archetype of the real me, the Timothy side. Her whole entity is infinity. That's why I give her serenity. Persistently focusing on her mind, body, and soul. Spiritually, that's Trinity. Both lit. So when we cause friction, it's always static electricity. Forget shopping at Tiffany's. Playing 24-karat instruments with diamond trimmings upon your arrival tonight.
That concludes our first round. I'm going to, Michelle, did you have an announcement? Order of who we coming to the stage. Y'all give it up. The poets who made it to round